It's difficult to rank the strongest armies in the world, as there are many factors that can contribute to military strength, such as budget, technology, training, size, and experience. However, based on various sources, here are some of the strongest armies in the world. United States. The United States has the largest military budget in the world, and its military is considered the most technologically advanced and well-trained in the world. The United States Army is the land-based branch of the United States Armed Forces and is one of the 7 uniformed services. The Army is responsible for conducting land-based military operations and is the largest and oldest branch of the U.S. military. The mission of the U.S. Army is to fight and win our nation's wars by providing prompt, sustained land dominance across the full range of military operations and spectrum of conflict in support of combatant commanders. Russia. Russia has a large and well-equipped military, with advanced weapons systems and extensive combat experience. The Russian Army is the land-based branch of the Russian Armed Forces and is responsible for conducting ground-based military operations. It is the largest branch of the Russian military and one of the largest armies in the world. China. China has the world's largest standing army, and has been rapidly modernizing its military in recent years. The People's Liberation Army, PLA, is the land-based branch of the Chinese military and the largest standing army in the world, with an estimated 2 million active duty personnel. The PLA is responsible for conducting land-based military operations and defending China's territorial integrity. India. India has a large and well-trained military, with a focus on developing its own advanced weapon systems. The Indian Army is the land-based branch of the Indian Armed Forces and is responsible for conducting land-based military operations. It is one of the largest armies in the world, with over 1.4 million active duty personnel and more than 1 million reserve forces. France. France has a highly professional and experienced military, with advanced technology and a focus on special operations. The French Army is made up of active duty and reserve soldiers, and has a diverse array of personnel and capabilities, including infantry, armor, artillery, aviation, engineering, logistics, and special operations forces. The Army has a strong emphasis on training and has a wide range of training programs in schools to ensure soldiers are prepared for their missions. United Kingdom. The United Kingdom has a well-trained and technologically advanced military, with a focus on global power projection. The British Army is the land-based branch of the British Armed Forces and is responsible for conducting land-based military operations. It is one of the oldest and most experienced armies in the world, with a distinguished history dating back over 300 years. Japan. Japan has a highly advanced military with a focus on technology and self-defense. The Japan Self-Defense Forces, JSDF, is the unified military forces of Japan, consisting of the Ground Self-Defense Force, Army, Maritime Self-Defense Force, Navy, and Air Self-Defense Force, Air Force. The JSDF is responsible for maintaining the security and defense of Japan. South Korea. South Korea has a large and well-trained military, with a focus on defending against North Korea. The Republic of Korea Armed Forces, also known as the South Korean Military, is the unified military forces of South Korea, consisting of the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marine Corps. The South Korean military is responsible for maintaining the security and defense of South Korea. Israel. Israel has a highly trained and well-equipped military, with advanced technology and extensive combat experience. The Israel Defense Forces, IDF, is the military force of the State of Israel. It consists of the Israeli Army, including ground forces, armored corps, and special forces, the Israeli Air Force, and the Israeli Navy. The IDF is responsible for the defense and security of the State of Israel, as well as maintaining the country's military readiness. Turkey. Turkey has a large and well-equipped military, with a focus on defending against regional threats. The Turkish Armed Forces is the military force of the Republic of Turkey. It consists of the Turkish Land Forces, Turkish Naval Forces, and Turkish Air Force. The Turkish Armed Forces are responsible for the defense and security of Turkey, as well as maintaining the country's military readiness.